Welcome to join today's list of talk. As we know, our student will be the driver of our future innovation. So today we are glad to invite Professor Michael Cheffena to give us the lecture on how to involve the student and his experience on the innovation pilot and the future plans for the pilot innovation pilot with involving the bachelor student. Professor Michael Cheffena is a full professor in radio or wireless communication at our department, manufacturing and civil engineering. At NTU, he is the duty head of research at our department and also head of the wireless laboratory research group. Michael, table is yours, please.
Yes, thank you. Thank you so much, Lizhen, for the presentation. For the introduction, I will say, okay, so let me share my screen. You see my screen now?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Good. So like I said, the text is in Norwegian, but I will speak in English so that everybody can understand. So I will talk about innovation pilot at IVB. So the focus of our pilot is innovation bachelor thesis. So our objective is to increase innovation awareness in students and the potential for innovation, specifically in their bachelor thesis. So we want to introduce early in their studies in the concept of innovation in student projects and bachelor thesis. So what we have seen is that there is a we didn't have an innovation culture, especially in our students. So we want to do something about this. And then we are running this pilot in cooperation with Huang Entreprenørskap in London. So what is the background and the need? At EVB, so in average, we have 132 bachelor theses and around 7 master theses every year graduating. And if we look up at the data from TTO, only few of these theses result in project in TTO, in innovation project at TTO. So what we think is that the main reason would be students, they are not aware of the innovation potential in their project. It's not that the project is not innovative, but it's about they don't think towards innovation, entrepreneurship, and so on. So that they don't work objectively towards realizing the innovation. So in this project, so we focus on last year students at bachelor, more specifically machine and design students. So in total, there will be around 50 to 60 students in machine and design line. So our goal is, like I say, to increase their awareness and innovation potential in their bachelor thesis, and to see how they how if we can increase the innovation in those students. Yeah. And then this is a long-term objective for IVB actually. So we start by having a kickoff innovation camp kickoff in the 31st of August 2022. So what we did is that instead of inviting the bachelor students, the last year bachelor students, we invited all bachelor students who are interested in innovation. So we have one long day seminar. So I don't want you to read this, but it was mainly about innovation and entrepreneurship, idea workshop, group arbeit, where they get a challenge to be solved, group presentation, and then winner. So we have also a panel from the industry, from Innovation Norway, and from faculties also from NTNO were participating in this. So we start off with this innovation pilot. Also, we have also input from Ung Entreprenørskap in London, who were organizing, actually helping us organize this event. And then here is some of the pictures from the event, the students working towards the challenge. At the end, like we see here, we had a winner, which is the best solution. And then we say that, okay, this is for the all students, for bachelor students, is part of our activity to incorporate this innovation culture, but we need to work also more specifically toward this last year bachelor students. And then for this, we know that students submit their bachelor suggestion or bachelor obgawe within 1st November in the fall time each year. And then we decide that, okay, we are going to hold a half-day seminar with jury around the middle of November, where students present or pitch their bachelor thesis suggestion with regard to innovation, niche coupling, and so on, and the challenge of the project, and so on. And then students get feedback about innovation in their thesis from the jury, and they do modification or rethinking of their bachelor suggestion. And the students modify their bachelor obgawe suggestion and then submit it to the school. So this is important because students will get an opportunity to resonate and to think, okay, which bachelor thesis I am actually choosing. Is there any innovation? Not necessarily all bachelor thesis has to be innovative, but at least as a parameter or as a input parameter to think, okay, is there any innovation here? If there is, how can we solve it, and how can we best approach it, and so on. So for that, so in the same year, that is last year, in the 16th of November, we had an innovation seminar for bachelor obgawe. So only bachelor, those students who were doing their bachelor last year, bachelor in machine and design were invited. So first, we gave presentation of all the bachelor obgawe intern from NTNU and from the companies around. These were already on the blackboard, so students had already seen this suggestions, these different bachelor thesis suggestions, have read them beforehand. So the companies and the thesis intern from NTNU, we give early in the morning presentation of the challenge of the bachelor thesis suggestions. There are some of the pictures for machine and for design students. And then we have also presentation about idea process and presentation technique from Ung Entreprenørskap. Here where they were giving this presentation. And then about the pitch, how they present their idea to the point within 3-5 minutes. So they get input about idea process, how they utvikling also, and then presentation technique. And then we put students in their groups because they already have established student because they work their bachelor in groups. They can work individually also, but so each group start working on their bachelor obgawe, saying, okay, what is innovation? Is there any innovation and new in this bachelor thesis that we are choosing, and what we can and how we want to approach it, and why we are the right group to choose it also. We ask them also, agreement why we should give you this bachelor thesis for Akratay, or specifically for your group. Okay, so students hold a short presentation about their choice of bachelor thesis, and then innovation potential in the thesis, and then they get feedback from a panel. And from a panel, so we have representatives from Innovation Norway, from Bedrifts, from companies around, and from NTN, from faculty. And here are some of the pictures where students were giving some pitch about their bachelor thesis suggestion, yeah, for machine and design students. Okay, so what are experiences and future works that we got? So what we realized is that students generally don't have a lot of time to participate in a lot of different seminars. So we need to make the activity very relevant to their studies. They don't want to waste time. So we don't want to have different seminars for all bachelor students and then for specifically for last year bachelor students. Okay, we need to samla and like we need to focus and have a seminar which is actually useful for students also. Arrange one seminar or workshop on innovation at least once a year. We have to do it at UVic. And then we have to do it motivating and engaging for students. For example, by connecting toward their bachelor thesis, because students want to do well in their bachelor thesis also. And then the opportunity, so we are looking at also if we can evaluate also the thesis with innovation aspect also. And this can help stimulate also innovation. So those are some of the main experiences that we have got from this pilot. And then this year also, 7th of November, we are organizing innovation seminar for bachelor students, only for bachelors, for last year bachelor students who are doing their thesis. So we want to repeat the same from last year, also presentation of bachelor thesis in turn from NTNU and the companies around. Like I say, the suggestion for the bachelors are already in Blackboard, so students have read it beforehand. ED process and presentation technique, and then group work and pitch innovation aspect of the thesis. And then they get feedback from a panel. We already have a panel from the industry, from Innovation Norway, and intern from NTNU. So my last slide says, okay, so what we want to do. First object, also what we want to have permanent in our bachelor study. We are going to have fast innovation seminar for sister bachelor students at EVB. And then we want to do this for all studio program, not only for machine and design, but also for machine design, renewable energy, and civil engineering studies. And then we want to do some changes in the ORCU, we call it ORCU, where we have all these different events, where we have innovation seminar, some permanent activity for sister or bachelor student. Thank you. Any question, please?
Yeah, Alenka, please.
Thank you for this very good presentation, and what you have started, it's a really long-term term process, how to increase innovation among the bachelor students, and especially the last year.